Hey, what is up everybody? It's time for another comic book related video, you could say. I saw I can't remember her actual YouTube Stacy Poole, whatever her name is, that girl. Happy International Women's Day, and obviously recently I did a video about, I think my most recent video about that. So, International Women's Day. So, she did a thing with her favorite females in comics, so I thought I'd do that. And actually, I have a lot of female comic book characters that I'm absolutely in love with. So, let's just do a couple. Let's just do 5. I can do 10 off the top of my head, and I won't give you specific runs because I don't know all of them. But I'll tell you all the comic book characters that I am in love with that I want to read all of the books about. First, let's go. What she said, Wonder Woman. I actually don't read Wonder Woman's books just because I have a lot of books to read. Okay, but she is an amazing, strong character who's in Justice League, which I do read. And there's one specific thing I will always be my quintessential Wonder Woman quote is when she is talking to, I believe she's talking to it's Batman, and she just stops, and Batman's behind her, and she turns around and she goes, "There's a reason why you and Clark have so many psychopaths that follow you around. When I deal with someone, I deal with them." And I'm like, oh snap! You just beat the shit out of Batman with words. It was just awesome. Like how she says, just like, when I deal with someone, I deal with them. And like, Batman and Superman don't kill people. Wonder Woman takes out her sword and just chops her head off and like puts it on a pike. She's an Amazon. She does not have a single fuck to give. Second person that I would say is a Fantastic Woman in comics is Mera, the wife and partner of Aquaman. One of my favorite things about Mera is like she just does not care. She just does not give a single fuck about anyone on Earth. Like, if you're not Atlantean, she does not give a shit. There's actually I believe it is the most recent run of Aquaman, but not, I think it's Geoff Johns' run. There's a specific moment that I'm going to give you specific moments and not runs, but a specific moment that gives me the awesome feels about Mera is 2 things, which is, she's like, "Don't call me Aquawoman, my name is Mera," and I was like, yes, right? And then the other thing was there was a point in the Aquaman run where she goes to the store to get dog food for their dog, and the owner kind of like puts the moves on her. I wish you could find the panel. And he touches her, and Mera just grabs him, breaks his arm in half, and throws him through the wall. I was like, yes. Yes. It was the best thing I've ever seen in my life. I was like, that is the best thing I've ever seen. It was awesome. So yeah, that's the most recent Geoff Johns run. Let's keep going. Medusa. Why do I pick all these redhead women? But anyway, Medusa from the Inhumans. And my favorite thing that Medusa is actually in the current run. I say she's had some cool stuff in the War of Kings and Realm of Kings, but I've most recently read the Inhuman run where Black Bolt leaves and she rebuilds Attila. Or Attilan, whatever, the Inhuman city, New Attilan, and Black Bolt comes back and she just reams him out. Like he goes to sit back on his throne. She grabs him by the hair. Sorry, that Sauron's calling me. Grabs him with her hair and just slams him to the ground. Like beats the shit out of Black Bolt. And like, it's like, you think that you can come back here and just take your seat back, take your throne back when I've just taken the city you blew up and raised it back up to maybe back to normal, and you think you can just come back here and like just be back to normal? I don't think so. You can either fight me for this throne or you can get the hell out. And he's just like, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna go. He didn't say that because he would have killed everybody, but he left. And that's just how strong Medusa is, and just how badass she is. Right, so let's go. Let's keep going with these women. Let's see. Storm, my favorite X-Men. She is my favorite X-Men. I don't care what anybody says. She is the best X-Men ever, and she's her current run. Her current book is actually really good, and she's also in X-Men, the all-female team, who is, I believe, Storm, Jubilee, Mionette, Rachel Grey, and somebody else. I can't remember who's off the top of my head. But, yeah, Storm is, like, growing up, like, even though I'm a guy, like, if you ask me who's your favorite superhero, I'd say Storm. Immediately, just say Storm. Like, she's the most badass person ever. Like, she controls the weather. She just blasts you to hell. And it was awesome. Storm is cool. She's a leader of the X-Men when Wolverine isn't around and Cyclops isn't around. You look to Storm for be the leader. She's led the X-Men multiple times. She's the leader of the team that she's on in X-Men. She's the headmistress of the Jean Grey School for Higher Learning. She's just one of the quintessential badass women of the X-Men. Alright, so let's go. A more recent run I've read of Jessica Jones. She is the everyday woman that just gets powers, and she just she's broken, kind of. She's broken by another character, the Purple Man, and like she kind of gives up, and she's like, just like kind of street level. She's getting her own TV show. She's like street level. She can, like she says, she can kind of fly. She's really almost invulnerable, and she's really strong. But her compassion for other people and trying to save people and be that hero, or be that, not even the hero, she's trying to be that person who can help you. And with her what do you call her private investigations, like very not global, not even Avengers level type stuff. She's like just like on the street trying to help people, find people, get people out of trouble, that type of thing. If you want to read more about Jessica Jones, there's really two major things you can think of would be the Alias and the Pulse. So we want to go check those out. They're really good. And let's go with the next female I would think would be my favorite would be Gamora. Gamora from the Guardians of the Galaxy. Most dangerous woman in the universe. And I would say my favorite thing, really got me into the character of Gamora was actually when she wasn't even that good of a person, was in the Annihilation. And I think it was the Ronin story, I believe, for the Accuser story, where her and Ronin fought, and she just beat the shit out of him. Like, leveled, like, just, like, destroyed, her and Ronin fighting just, like, destroyed this whole area, like, just obliterated the whole area. It was awesome. And she, like, beat Ronin to, like, a bloody pulp and, like, had her sword to his throat, and then, like, someone else in her stopped them, and they had to team up and go start fight the Annihilation Wave. But she's just an incredible badass, and like she's the mainstay of the Guardians of the Galaxy. She was one of the original Guardians of the Galaxy, and when after Annihilation and Annihilation Conquest, they go into her and Mantis. Her, Mantis, and Moondragon were all very close in the Guardians. So that's all I can think of off the top of my head. All amazing women. There's obviously, I'm more of a Marvel fan. You can see that. Like there's also like characters like Batgirl or Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel. Kamala Khan, who is more recent. She's really good too. Go check her out. Kamala Khan with Inhuman. Her book is not even really action-based. It's more her and her coming into her powers and trying to be in... She's almost kind of like Peter Parker, trying to live that dual life. If you haven't read Ms. Marvel, you really should, because it's awesome. And it's my... Well, actually, probably my favorite book right now that I'm reading. Shut up, Zordon. And... yeah, so as Stacy said, there's also many female YouTubers on here in International Women's Day. So I would say, off the top of my head, I would go up to check out Stacy, Holy Batgirl. I follow her on Twitter and follow her channel quite closely. She's awesome. I watch all of her videos. Those are the two that I can think off the top of my head. I haven't found a lot of female YouTubers. I've been looking for them because I watch a lot of guys and I don't get that female perspective. So there's actually a T-Bird, I believe her name is, and I can't remember the other one. Off the top of my head, I can't think of any. Obviously, there's Shay from the CBC, but she's not really on a lot. Armin's wife, and yeah. So in the comment section down below, tell me who your favorite women of the comic book sphere are, and who you think I should be reading. And actually, I'm going to do a quick thing of all my favorite. My favorite female writer right now is Willow G. Wilson. I think her name is. She's awesome. She's writing Ms. Marvel, and she's also writing X-Men, the all-female book of X-Men. You need to go check her out. Follow her on Twitter. She's awesome. She's responded to me a couple times. It's awesome. Made me a little bit of fanboy. I was like, oh, she answered me. But yes, those are my favorite comic book females and my favorite comic book YouTubers and my favorite comic book female writer. So, until next time, I'm the Comic Book Addict. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.